Amitabh Tiwari, how is this likely to play out on the election battlefield? The UP Ke Ladke Part 2, it bombed in 2017. Can it succeed this time round in your view? How is the coming together of the Samajwadi Party and the Congress in this late alliance likely to impact what may have otherwise happened in the absence of this alliance?
See, what this alliance does is that it does neutralize the TINA factor, and it does pose a challenge for the BJP in terms of achieving 80 out of 80 seats in Uttar Pradesh. If there was no alliance, then I think because of the positive fervor around the Ram Mandir inauguration and the popularity of Prime Minister Modi in the state, I think BJP was looking well poised to achieve the 80 out of 80 mark. Now, however, this alliance faces some challenges. The first challenge that it is a comparatively much weaker alliance compared to a Mahagathbandhan. So BSP is not part of this alliance. It is likely to hold on to its Jata vote share. So whatever 8 to 10 or 12% vote share it gets is likely to help the BJP with a split of the opposition vote. Now RLD, which was part of this alliance, has actually moved towards the BJP. So it's a double blow to the alliance in that sense, because it takes away some of the Jat votes and it takes away whatever influence or seats the India bloc might have targeted to win in the Western UP. Now the example of 2017 is very important here, because this alliance is likely to face a challenge in seamless transfer of votes. Congress party got 6% vote share in 2019 Lok Sabha elections. If you break it down, it is largely 3% is a MY vote or a Muslim Yadav vote, and the other 3% comes from upper caste, non-Yadav, OBCs and Dalits. This is the vote which is unlikely to transfer to Samajwadi Party. What this alliance also does is that it gives an impression that it has been done to prevent the consolidation, or rather prevent the split in the vote of the minorities, which could lead to a counter-polarization in already a highly charged environment after the Ram Mandir issue. So I think the alliance has challenges. Samajwadi Party itself, though we say that Congress has a poor track record in terms of strike rate, Samajwadi Party also in 2014 and 19 has also had a very dismal track record in terms of winning the seats. So it remains to be seen whether they'll be able to make a significant dent. I think the dent.
So they make a dent. It could be a small dent, relatively medium-sized dent, but it's unlikely to make, what you're saying, a big dent and a trend reversal. You can reduce the tally, may not be 80, maybe lesser, but you're saying it may not change the trend line. Now, Rashid Kidwai, this attack that Rahul Gandhi is doing, Jat Batao, Shantanu Gupta says, you know, that's the one that is striking. When the Prime Minister is saying there are 4 castes and he's focusing on women, he's focusing on farmers, he's focusing on the youth, he's focusing on, you know, the poor. When Rahul Gandhi keeps saying Jat Batao, do you think this is likely to work in his favor, or could it actually boomerang?
Rahul, we don't know how it will play out, but I find it very fascinating that the Prime Minister goes to Varanasi, his home constituency. Supposedly it's like a pre-poll, kind of campaign, and he chooses to target Mr. Rahul Gandhi, whose party has 1 Lok Sabha MP, has 6% votes. So he's not targeting Samajwadi Party directly. He's not targeting the second largest party, that be BSP. Congress is the 4th or the 5th political party there. So this is Rahul Gandhi.
Why do you think he's doing it? Why do you think he's doing it?
We don't know. Yeah, that is. I want to know from you. I want to know from fellow panelists. So somewhere Rahul Gandhi, who's not a presidential candidate by either India Alliance or by the Congress Party, Prime Minister Modi's fascination for Mr. Rahul Gandhi, whatever he says or does, is something it's very interesting. I think Mr. Modi knows how to beat Rahul Gandhi on a political turf, and by making up his comments and remarks, etc. So that tells you that Rahul Gandhi, no matter that he is politically a lightweight or novice or whatever, not a very astute politician, but he continues to draw maximum amount of attention of Prime Minister, BJP.
No, but it's not that illogical, Rashid Kidwai. Rashid bhai, you know, if I am a boxer, I want to take on the weakest possible boxer. rather than have a boxer who can punch me back, just as from a boxing perspective, you want to take on whoever you think is the easiest to make mincemeat of. Is that why Rahul Gandhi is being attacked by the Prime Minister? He'd much rather take on, he'd much rather take on Rahul Gandhi than somebody else.
Rahul, for what? For one Lok Sabha seat.
Okay,
let's see, BSP has 10 Lok Sabha seats.
Okay, let Sanju Verma explain this. ये आपने BSP से कोई setting की हुई है, which is why you don't attack Mayawati. She's a much bigger political threat. The Congress has one seat, and you keep attacking him. The Congress is the Prime Minister and the BJP bokla. They are scared of Rahul Gandhi, which is why they keep attacking him.
Okay, you know, the fact that the BJP is rattled, nice to hear that. All I will tell is Rashid Kidwai, without being offensive, I have respect for him. You're living in Lala land. You're living in Cuckoo's land, and I'll tell you why. You know, this is not about the Congress party having just one seat in Uttar Pradesh and, you know, the BJP still training its guns at Rahul Gandhi. The larger point is this. Rahul Gandhi's hypocrisy needs to be called out. His bluff needs to be called out. He has been ranting on and on and on about how the BJP is anti-OBC. Whereas Mr. Kidwai, and of course your audience Rahul Kaval will appreciate that 36% of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cabinet currently consists of OBC.
No, but Sanju, you aren't answering the question. Why isn't he attacking Mayawati, who's a bigger threat, more MPs, or Akhilesh Yadav, who's the much bigger threat? If he's actually the weakest, as you say he is, why attack him?
You know, Rahul, what is wrong with you? You are Rahul Kaval, you are not Rajdeep Sardesai to break my chain of thought. Can I please finish? I will answer Mr. Kidwai's concerns as well. Let me first tell you, Rahul Gandhi's bluff needs to be called out. He goes at Cambridge, he goes to Varanasi. What is the common, narrative that he's been peddling? And falsehoods at that. That the BJP is anti-OBC, whereas let me complete. Like I said, 36% of Modi's cabinet, 41% of our NLCs and 38% of our MLAs are OBCs. Be it, Babulal Gaur, be it Uma Bharti, or after that, be it Shivraj Singh Chauhan. For more than 20 years, the BJP had OBC chief ministers, including Mohan Yadav now, who is again an OBC. So the limited point I'm making is BJP is not anti-OBC as Rahul Gandhi would have everyone believe. Now, why is BJP attacking Rahul Gandhi? Are you telling me Rahul Gandhi बोलता है, अरे देखा है वो अमिताभ बच्चन वहां पर डांस मारता है, अरे आप यदि जाओगे ना राम मंदिर में आपको क्या दिखेगा, वहां पर आपको ऐश्वर्या राय नाचती हुई मिलेगी, आपको मोदी दिखेगा, आपको अंबानी दिखेगा, आपको अडानी दिखेगा, बट आपको एक भी ओबीसी नहीं मिलेगा. Are you telling me this devious man whom we refer to as Pappu is actually not a Pappu? He's not a buffoon. He's very devious. Are you telling me his unbridled devious buffoonery should be allowed to go scot-free without anyone nailing his bluff? I don't think so. Have you seen Mayawati say BJP is anti-OBC? Have you seen Samajwadi Party?
So let Mohan Kumaramangalam explain to our audience what's Rahul Gandhi's problem with Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. He keeps attacking Aishwarya. Now you attack her once, it's understandable. He does it again and again and again and again. While Aishwarya wasn't there at the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha, Katrina Kaif was there, Kangna Ranaut was there. Kangna, in fact, was dancing as well, swaying as it were. He could have said, Kangna is dancing. He keeps saying, Aishwarya, you can make a mistake once. He keeps repeating the same mistake.
Rahul, I'm surprised at how you've lost.
Let us speak. Let him speak.
Rahul Gandhi
Sanju, that's not fair. Let him speak.
This is unnecessary. Rahul, I'm surprised at how you've lost your powers of deduction, or all of you have, ever since Mr. Gandhi said this. I mean, the Prime Minister himself is famous for speaking in riddles and making snide remarks, 50 crore ki girlfriend, Jersey Gao, etc., etc. He speaks in, he doesn't take names. Mr. Gandhi is using, whether it is Aishwarya Rai Bachchan or it is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, when he takes their names, he's not talking about them actually as much as what they represent, which is they represent.
But how does Aishwarya represent something? No, one second. No, if you say Kangana, please, with respect, sir.
If you're not going to let me finish.
I am going to let you finish, but you must know. I did interrupt her as well, but this is the question.
I will not insult you for interrupting me. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate this. Now, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is a human being, right? She's got a family and she's probably watching, or maybe somebody will send her this clip and she'll wonder, boss, why am I wasn't even there. Why bring me into this debate? I mean, name Kangna, name Katrina, they were there. Make the same point, but make it in a way that people don't wonder, boss, why is he saying this? She wasn't even there.
I mean, I don't think that's what people think. I think people are intelligent enough, including Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is intelligent enough to realize that why he's taking her name, because she represents basically that part of society which is getting all of this growth that we're talking about in this country. Going to Shantanu's point earlier when he said that Mr. Modi is talking about becoming the third largest nation, what Mr. Gandhi is talking about, and again, is that this growth is unequal, and this inequality is something that we have to rise up against. He's talking about inequality both in representation in positions of power, as well as inequality in terms of share of wealth that is going to the larger or the smaller proportion of the country. I'm not going to use, personal terms, offensive terms against the Prime Minister as Sanju does against Mr. Gandhi. But I'll just say that the BJP needs to be a little more consistent about what their position is. Is it that they're going to say that they have a tribal as a president or a Dalit as a president or so many percentage of OBCs? Or is it that they don't see caste like Mr. Modi says and they only see caste
Shantanu
of
Gupta,
poor
do you buy
or
this
farmers?
argument that I think even
which one is it?
Okay. Supriya Shrineth also made the same point earlier that Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is not Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is everything that she stands for. That it's the metaphor of a Bollywood actor dancing, these Bollywood wallas dancing. That's the point he's making. Don't pin him down on why is he saying Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Aishwarya is not Aishwarya. She's what she represents. Do you buy that?
No,
Rahul, I think, Rahul, you were also there in the Pran Pratishtha. I was also in Ayodhya with some channel the day. I'm sure you must have seen the sentiment of the people, right? Why Rahul Gandhi is mocking that sentiment? Narendra Modi is saying that my party, my Sangh was standing behind the Ram Mandir movement. And Rahul Gandhi is saying, dekhiye wahan Aishwarya Rai dance kar rahi thi. Whoever you want to say, maybe you change the name, but it's not the point even Aishwarya Rai. Even I'm fine. We'll say whatever name. But why you are mocking the whole incident? And if Rahul Gandhi is listening, Kameshwar Chopal was the first Dalit person who put the first brick in 1989. There were people from Ravidas Akhada, which is considered to be a scheduled caste Akhada, if you want to mention the term. There were people from Valmiki Akhada there, right? There were people from Sant Samaj, there were people from Bollywood, there were entrepreneurs, there were politicians, there were people from every era of the society. There were Dalit, OBC, everyone there, right? Now, if you start going in everything, that Jat Batao, I'm sure who's listening to him?